Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from, my money is sick.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow on play action. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Burrow going for it on 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. In the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
For these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers. and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
And Malik Reed there to bring him down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. I'm having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 17. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
McCann's got it teed up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Bryant has it. 4 yards of incompletion, and it sets up a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Burrow will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Touchdown Bengals. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a
heavy rush, and down he goes.
Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And this pass broken up. The Cats had all time there, and now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
These two teams all tied after one. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Try! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. 1st and goal, the 8-yard line. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Full start, backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. From the 41, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 43-yard line.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Mayfield on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DJ Reader in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield will get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. 12.
Burrow on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Fights through, and now a crease.
In your face!
Take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Mayfield with it once more. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mayfield looks to throw. eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
McCann's kick up and good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
First down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the 4-yard line.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamal Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. On the return, Phillips. And he returns this to the 22.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Harris now to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 35-yard
The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get
under pressure. They got him again. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he's got his big tight end here. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Now that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Harrison Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? The offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
11 Thomas.
On third down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A give. This is Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 empty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
12.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. There he goes left side. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chubb down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
14. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Mixon trying to punch it in, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
Harris on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, it's